Andrew McCART, IFL TV, in association with MTK Global. Delighted to be joined by my good friend all the way in Dubai, you lucky bastard, Rohan Date. Rohan, what's happening, brother? How's things?
All good, man. All good. How's things, Andy, man?
Just we spoke a little bit off camera before I pushed record there. I'm plodding away, mate, doing my best, but it seems like Dubai's doing it right. So you must be okay over there. Training must be going well for you.
Yeah, no, look, I've got my family, I've got friends and stuff back home, and yeah, look, being locked up right now. We did at the start of last year. Everyone was in full lockdown. You weren't allowed to leave your house or your apartments and stuff like that. So we definitely felt the brunt of it last year. And then ever since, I think everyone's just been responsible more than anything here. Honestly, I don't know. I've not been looking into it enough back home. I just see every person from the UK or Ireland in Dubai right now, and they're telling me what's happening more than anything.
Mm-hmm. Well, hopefully, I
hope for UK.
Say that again, mate.
There's a new hub for the UK right now.
Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Fingers crossed we can get to the sunlight at the end of the tunnel. Anyway, obviously, I want to talk to you because every time I'm in Dubai, we have a good conversation. We go to the after parties after your fight, which is always a fun time. But you've got an exhibition fight on Friday, and obviously a fight to get you back into the swing of things after COVID, well, during COVID and stuff like that. So talk to me a little bit about this exhibition, the rules behind it, and stuff like that.
Yeah, honestly, look, I think it was all pulled together. I think they were originally going to do the show in Iceland. I didn't actually know a whole lot about the main fight with Eddie Hall and Thor going to fight each other. I didn't really know anything about that at the time. I've looked into it now, and like I'm excited to be part of it. I didn't realize once I even posted it, everyone seems to be messaging me, all these agents, everything, trying to get their kind of fighters and stuff like that on the show. So I didn't honestly know enough about it, and now I'm kind of starting to see like the exposure and how many people want to watch this thing. So look, I was happy. Once they said it to me, they said there's crowds here as well. I don't know if I should be saying that back in the UK right now, but supposedly there's crowds at it. Everyone and anyone's asking me for tickets right now, and I'm pretty sure it's all sold out. They sold out the whole event, I'd say, within like 2 days. But I think it was 200 or 300 people, and about 50, 60 people asked me for tickets, and I got them out pretty much straight away. I passed them on to the promoters, and I think they've got it done. So I think everyone's just gagging for a big event like this again to be happening.
Definitely, mate. There's nothing wrong with saying, because I think everyone's looking for that positive, and if anyone can look at Dubai with the crowds back and there's a boxing show and stuff, at least there's some positives to take from this, and we can see somebody doing it right. But do you know anything who you're fighting or anything like that? What are you, is it head guards, no head guards, 16-ounce gloves, 12-ounce gloves? What's the score with that?
I haven't even got that much information. I know I'm fighting some professional Egyptian boxer. Again, it's only a small exhibition. I'm going to wear big gloves because I'm expecting a bigger fight maybe down the line in the next maybe 2 months. So I don't want to risk anything like that. And I know that there's actually some good fights on the card. There's 2 WSB heavyweights fighting each other on the card. So I think like everyone's looking for an opportunity and a big event, and Dubai is just delivering on it really right now.
Yeah, I totally agree. But you mentioned there you're a professional fighter, so exhibition fights don't really get you excited. The fights that are going to get you excited is the big names. Now, I know every time I've spoke to you when I've been in Dubai, you said next fight I'm going to go for it. Obviously, COVID hit. I was in Dubai March last year when you said this is going to be my year. Obviously, the pandemic hit. So for you, is this year 2021? Is this the year where you're going to be like, right, I'm ready now. Just give me the big names. I don't want no more warm-up fights. I don't want none of that. I've served my apprenticeship. Just give me the big fights.
Yeah, mate, honestly, I was supposed to fight in November. Again, I had that mentality from coming back after the summer. I was supposed to fight McCauley-McGowan. I said, look, MTK, they can back it as well. They gave me 3, 4, every fighter they kept offering me. I said, yes, not a problem. They offered me, I think, 4 or 5 fighters. McCauley-McGowan actually supposedly asked for me on the show. So I was like game for it. I said, anyone that they can get. I stupidly got an injury the week before. I was devastated. Honestly, it killed me. I put in a lot of work for that fight. I said, now any fight that comes up, this exhibition, look, it's getting me in shape. It's put me in this. It's beginning of a camp for me. I'm hitting quite light for this. I think like 67, 68 kilos. I'm ready then pretty much for the next 2 months to just get it going, get the ball rolling wherever the fight is going to be. I'm just going to be ready for it now. I think there's so many opportunities going to happen. I've seen another Dubai fighter fought back in the UK on another show, and if they keep that channel open, hopefully we'll be able to just go back and get shows there if that is what it means.
Well, you fight at 147. I mean, back here in the UK, it's a division that's been talked about with Conor Benn and Josh Kelly. Do you know what I mean? There's Chris Congo as well. There's some big names out here. Do you think with Dubai having the crowds and stuff like that, do you think that you can probably entice some of these big names to come and fight you in Dubai? I mean, that is your hometown now, even though you are Irish, but you're based in Dubai. You've lived in Dubai for so many years. Do you think you can entice some of these big names to come over to Dubai and face you?
I think it has to be the way, like if they're going to want the big shows in the arenas and stuff, it looks like these events are happening. I've seen pretty much what MTK is doing out here. They're eventually going to move into the stadiums when we start. You see every time it's sold out, every time we have a show over here. As you say, like it's like a hometown for me now. You've got an Irish community out here. You've got a UK fan base out here. People are looking for this kind of thing. UK boxing, unless they get the stadiums back, people are just, it's going to be hard for these guys to be able to, I'm not going to say not make a living because I know they're doing pretty well, but they're going to be looking for room to showcase their skills. And I'm hoping that I can be the person that they bring over here and helps me climb the ladder right now.
When you look at the 147-pound division, Rohan, like, are you ready for the names that I just mentioned there? Do you think right now, because obviously people in the UK might not know who you are in terms of, I know you were like #1 in your country in Ireland when you were an amateur. You sparred some of the big names here out in the UK and stuff like that. But do you think that if push comes to shove and there was and the fight was offered to you, would you be ready for these guys like the Josh Kellys, the Conor Benns, the Chris Congos and stuff like that? Do you think you're ready for them right now?
Yeah. Well, a lot of people don't know is I went back to London for a year, sparred pretty much everyone that you're saying there on the list. Was in with Josh Kelly, Congo, Luther Clay pretty much was my week in, week out sparring. Mikey McKinson, any of these guys I was pretty much in the ring with, doing the rounds. Pretty much did my apprenticeship, as what you might call it, at that time to get to this level. And now I'm pretty much ready to start jumping on these ones. Again, as I said, MTK have offered me kind of fighters just below that. I think that's what I need to have as a breakout fight right now and put my name up there for these guys.
I mean, what are you hoping for 2021? Are you hoping for some sort of title or a fighter? You mentioned Michael McKinson. He's an MTK fighter. It seems to be an easy fight to make if you were to fight him. He seems to be avoided by his own words. Do you think that for 2021, at least that's what you're hoping for and need right now? Not hope, but need these fights.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean for fight every time. For me, he's got plenty of belts now at the moment. I think he's probably looking to get onto world level and stuff like that. But I want to be up around that. I want to be getting up to that level right now. I want to be able to pull out some title fights. There's definitely some title fights that can be made out here in the region. The Irish title was a big thing for me as well, but it just doesn't look like any shows are going to happen back home. Who knows, like a Paddy's Day big kind of event might be a thing for St. Patrick's Day this year. But again, things are a bit up in the air. Hopefully we can bring like an international title or something like that out here to Dubai.
How big can Dubai boxing be? Do you think that Dubai can be a hub for boxing in the same way in sort of like, I don't know, New York and Vegas is out in America, but for the Middle East, do you think Dubai can be that sort of stable and that hub for boxing?
Mate, at the moment, you've got every UK fan, I imagine, out here at the moment. If they can start putting the big names out here on the big events, we've got the Coca-Cola Arena just after coming up. We've got a few other like stadiums and things like that they could start doing these shows on. Even some of the big hotels. I fought now in the 5 hotels, Caesars Hotel. Obviously, everyone knows these, and you've seen the events. They're big, and it's just how much bigger could we make it. Again, Saudi as well is the other thing. That look at what Joshua did last time. There's definitely room for all these shows to happen, and the shows and the event after and the event before. You've seen the. You're back?
Yeah, I'm back, mate. I'm back. Yep. Yeah, I lost you there. I lost you there when I said about Dubai being the hub for Middle Eastern, and I think I lost connection there. But I'll cut this bit out. Don't worry about that. I'll cut it out and edit it. If you can just sort of like repeat what you said there.
Yeah, look, I think Dubai has everything. You know what I mean? It has the events, it has the clubs, it has the facilities to be able to hold big events. It's just now about bringing kind of the names over here, and hopefully, if I can attract some of the names to fight against as getting opponents for these guys, getting international titles. Hopefully, we can start bringing these guys over, and then it just becomes a catalyst or like a place for it to continue over here. I think this is the way it's going. I think this show that we're doing next week, their idea behind it is to make it kind of a show more than anything. Like they're putting a lot of money into the production of it. They're telling me about how the entrance is going to look, and they said when they film it, it's going to be absolutely amazing the way it's going to look on TV. So I'm kind of excited to be part of it for that reason as well, just to start a good 2021, and hopefully they keep coming like that over the next few months.
I believe the main event is Stephen Ward against the mountain that is Thor Bjornsson. I mean, have you seen Thor going about Dubai? And what's your thoughts on Stephen Ward doing an exhibition against somebody that size?
Oh, man. But that, you know what, Stephen Ward kind of gave me I was a bit skeptical about even doing the show as well for obviously being a pro and whatnot. But seeing that he's on the show as well, and kind of seeing the guys running it behind it, how professional they're putting everything into it. They're taking it serious, you know what I mean? So I said, look, put me down for it then last week, and I'm actually interested to see it. You know what I mean? When it captures kind of the imagination of what's going to go down, I think that'd be an interesting one. I think Stephen Ward trying to hold him off is going to be an interesting night for it.
Definitely. It's intriguing, like you said, man. It captures your imagination sort of thing, like somebody that size moving about with a professional boxer. I mean, the size difference is ridiculous between the two of them, but would you ever step into the ring with an exhibition fight with somebody that's 3 stone heavier and maybe a foot taller than you?
I don't know. We're boxers at the end of the day. I think we'll step in with everyone, but I think again, it's one of them ones. I don't know enough of seeing Thor boxing or anything like that. I've not really seen anything with him doing that, so I have no real comment about it. I'd say Stephen Ward just needs to make sure he wasn't a bit silly over Christmas, and he's not going to have the fitness to keep him off for that. That's probably the only thing I can think.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll see him out here the next few days, and we'll probably be chatting about it, what the game plan is.
Well, how are you gonna approach this exhibition fight? I know, like, being a professional, like, you're a fighter at heart. You want to go in there and you want to win the fight in style, but how are you going to approach this exhibition fight? Is it going to be hard not to please the crowd by going for that knockout or trying to hurt your opponent?
I said it to the promoter. I said, look, I don't want the hassle of selling tickets and all that kind of stuff. And then what happened was it's just impossible to get a ticket. So he ended up sending me over, and I've just smashed out a load of tickets and stuff like that to friends. And now I know that they're going to be at it. They're all going to be out for the day. They'll kind of get us revved up in the exhibition. I'm hoping that I think it's going to end like other fights, to be fair, to be honest with you. But I'm looking to wear bigger gloves this time, keep myself protected. But it could end up a bit of a knockout. make the show interesting for it.
Well, listen, it's the fight game. That's what happens, Rohan. I'm
not prepared to win that for nothing.
Exactly. So you said you're going to have a big fight in 2 months' time. There's going to be an announcement or something like that. Can you give us an inkling on the type of opponent it's going to be, and is it for a title, or where it's going to be in Dubai, Ireland, UK, or what? Anything like that?
No, as of right now, I've not got it all set in stone. So I'm kind of waiting until I exactly know that. I think it's definitely going to be me stepping up the ranks like massively, and it's time for them shows. I'm kind of not going to call out that stupid fires that I've done in the past. I think my level is up there, and now it's time to prove it and stop talking about it.
I totally agree. I've been to Dubai a couple of times now. I've watched you fight a couple of times now, and you definitely got the style. You come for the knockout, which is fan friendly. So if anyone hasn't seen Rohan fight, man, definitely to go and watch him fight. Rohan, finally, before I let you go, what can the fans expect from you this year, 2021?
Joe, you see, last year I was in that mind frame of being committed and everything was like work in its place. And this time I'm committed. I don't expect it to work out at all the way I want it to work out, but I'm just going to stay very focused, very committed, and expect just big fights every year, every time now. This is the make or break for me. So I hope everyone keeps following this year for 2021, and let's see where the journey kind of takes us now.
Definitely. Well, fingers crossed I can come back out to Dubai to cover a couple of shows, man. I do miss the place. It's probably one of the best places for a boxing show I've been to in a long time. Rohan, stay safe, my man. I'll look forward. I'll be watching on Friday night, so good luck. I don't think you'll need it, but good luck. Good luck anyway, and hopefully we can get some big news for you in terms of fights this year.
All right. Cheers, Andy. Cheers. Thanks for having me on.
Anytime, brother. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Okay.